Tough, because you're only a man, but a man's got the door to take.
Hey, everybody, we're back. We got a very special treat for everyone tonight.
I want no part of this.
Art battle between
a format.
Yeah.
A new format. But let's do introductions first.
We pit two artists against each other, and then...
They're historical figures.
Yeah.
I want no part of this.
Bam is...
I'm just going to come right out and
He's
say
He's nervous.
from this.
I was
He's
against
nervous.
this episode.
You were
But
wasn't it your idea? Were you the one last week that said like, "Hey,
It
what
was
do we
not.
want?" Like,
it was
not even remote.
it was mine.
Yeah.
I said, wouldn't it be great? And Ruff's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. We should
I
run
love
with
this
that.
idea. So, yeah, let's do intros first. I'm Josh Ruff at joshruff.com and all the things, www.joshruff.com. We're here at Renaissance Studios at RS Tattoo and Y on Instagram.
hi guys, Reggie Cuvelier here. You can find me at Reggie Inks on Facebook and Instagram, and I don't use Twitter much. Hey, my band has a YouTube channel. You can find that at Turbo Beast NY.
Zach Pedley, owner of a brewery next door to them. It's the North Brewery. Check us out. I like my beers Ratchet on Instagram. Oh no, that's Instagram, and then Chomp88 on TikTok. Come find me and tell me how much you hate me.
Specifically,
I'm Christina
88.
Maslar. You can find me at Christina_Maslar. You can find Zach at Chomp88.
Specifically 88. I'm Bam.
BamBurnsThings.com, everybody.
Hey,
All right, so tonight we're going to compare the artwork of two historical figures.
this is a
Yeah.
big episode. I think
We got a
And-
title card for it.
Yeah. So what we have first, we're gonna Reg.
can we upload that?
Wait.
There's a battle.
Let's
Before we
just
do
say
this-
up front that we don't agree with anyone's
No, political
politics or
views.
anything like that.
Yes, this has nothing to do with that.
No, we're
Strictly
focused-
brushwork.
I mean, although I do like George W.
All right, now the cat's out of the bag. Now you gotta say who it is.
All right. Well, before we go into it, let's
Podcast canceled.
Let's talk about how the point system is going to work.
Okay.
We're going to base it off of a 30-point system and three
Three
categories.
bullet points, mi amigo.
3 categories. Reggie, would you like to give us the categories?
1 is an artist's use of composition. 2 is value and or contrast. And 3 is their use of color. So we are actually going to break this down into meritable uses of art as opposed to letting our opinion of said genocidal...
Say this again. I need
We
to
know
write it
how
down.
some
write
of
it
them
down
feel
for when I
about
get
drunk.
contrast.
I like how we're writing this on paper towels.
Okay.
That's how serious we are.
We'll say that again, Reg.
Composition. How well the artist can manipulate objects in a form of space.
Too many words. Comp.
2, value and contrast.
Just put value.
Not
3,
nutritional.
color.
Color. This will be a communal effort here. We'll all come to a term on each one of these pieces and give it a rating system.
Does anybody else have a fundamental design concept you think is worthy of a
I mean, I
bracket?
think that's pretty good. I mean,
okay.
I think, yeah.
We get the basis.
So, and then I'll tally.
Sure.
And then we'll,
Okay.
in the end.
sounds good.
Who do we have? Ruff, hit the title card. We've got...
We've got
Ding, ding.
Oh, God.
two often compared political figures, Adolf Hitler and George W. Bush.
Oh, fuck.
Ring the bell.
All
Ding,
right.
motherfucking ding.
So if nobody watched our presidential episode, it turns out George Bush is a painter.
Yeah, we did
That
talk
was a lot
about
of fun.
celebrity artwork video. Wait, or was that the political artwork one?
Celebrity.
Didn't we
Oh,
want-
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Did-
And
did-
again, we just have to reiterate again.
Oh,
we're
we
not
did-
siding.
We are not endorsing.
Endorsing.
We're
I
not.
heard what you were going to say.
We're not. We're not endorsing the views of either genocidal maniac or ex-president.
Absolutely not.
You had
No.
a weird Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I did.
Endorsing.
I got. I'm so excited.
Roger
Mr.
Rabbit.
J?
This fucking photo.
It's amazing. And this photo was done by who? Who want to give the credit to the artist that did it?
History.
History did this
Yeah,
photo.
this
History did
happened.
this
You
photo.
sure?
History
Yeah.
This is-
repeats
this is- yeah, this is a
itself.
legit-
Try and you succeed.
There was a big showdown. You know, Hitler ran up the steps in Philadelphia. You know, that was a
Yeah.
big thing.
So, yeah.
Is that Don King in the middle?
No.
You're the best.
Around. No. All right.
Can we get a bell sound?
Ding, ding.
Let's go to the art.
Round 1.
All right, so
So here we got
first piece. This is a George W.
Oof.
this is a Dirk Nowitzki George W. This was part of his immigrants that he painted, 43 immigrants. He has an art show going on right now where he painted 43 immigrants.
I like.
Are you going to use immigrants? How many more times do you want to use drinking
Well, I'm
game?
just trying
As
to
many
show.
times
Yeah.
I'm just trying to show
as
everyone that George
he-
Bush.
Oh, are we making a drink?
Are they immigrants because he's just like sitting outside with their green cards being like, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah. Are we making a drinking game out of this?
This is famed basketball player.
No, if we
Dirk
just remember the
Nowitzki.
format, we can do it.
All right, so it's a portrait that he did.
Fortunately, he
George
did.
W. 43, as we'll
Let's
call
get
him.
to the meat and potatoes. Composition. What do we got for composition?
Slightly off center, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not centered and boring.
I mean, it's a generic portrait, I would say.
Yeah.
I like his.
Comp, I give it a 5.
You give it a 5
What's the scale here?
out of 10
Out
for
of
comp.
10, okay.
I'd give it a 5 as well. I'll meet you. I'll meet you there. 5.
Yeah, that sounds.
There's
about
not
right.
enough going on, but it's not boring, but it's not exciting.
The
it's
thing
just
he has
it's there.
going for it is the emotion he's showing in Dirk's face. I like that emotion. Beard, I think it really comes across well for comp. But I will agree with you at 5 out of 10.
5. Christina?
I'd say like a 4.
4.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do we got, Reg?
I'll probably say the same and say about a 5.
I feel like the composition's a little distracting because one whole shoulder is in, but the other
Yeah.
one isn't. There's nothing really going on with that shoulder. It's just fucking.
I mean, I like the slightly off center part of it. You know, it's not bad.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it a 5. I was like, it's not doing much for me, but it's not.
So-
there's nothing against it either.
I don't want to like.
It's there.
Also, jump the gun with this, but a lot of George W.'s paintings he has a very limited color palette as well. He's using like 5 or 6 colors.
I was gonna say. is
Well,
he
I don't
using
ever
the
think he was a
Zorn?
serious artist. Just something he did after he got done presidenting.
But
I,
he's
I would
painting
rank.
well.
I think the best thing he's doing here is his color use.
Yeah.
Because if you squint and look, there's not a lot of like jumping out at you in the value scale. So there's not a lot of contrast, but he is clever enough to use some of the background tones.
There's some pretty
To
cool
define,
tones
like,
in
the
there
hair,
too,
you
like
know?
that kind of like purpley kind of flesh tone, like
After
in
we
this
talk
area
about this,
and
I'm
right
changing
there.
my answer. I'm going to go and give him a 6.
Yeah, but that's composition. We haven't ranked it on value or color yet.
Fair.
I think we just need to have an overall score for each one,
Right.
Maybe based on these 3 things. Are we just going to average them together?
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
what I
You want to
mean.
be a
So,
quicker
What
thing?
do we do
Yeah.
piece to piece? Why don't we
Yeah.
show a Hitler next and say which one's better?
All right,
Well,
yeah,
no,
that,
I'm
cool
tallying.
with changing
I'm tallying
it on
up
the fly.
I'm tallying it up each individual image and then adding at the end.
Okay.
So
All right.
All
with
right,
this,
yeah, we can do that.
so
Fine.
with this one, we got so far 5 points. What about value?
I think value is probably like a 2.
Yeah, I'm going to give it like a 3, 2 or 3.
I'll go with 3.
3. So we're up to 7.
But value is
Or
also
we'll look to
contrast,
8.
right?
Yeah.
Up to 8.
I mean,
Well, what about his color use? I would go
Well,
8.
I'd give his color a little bit better in scale.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the strongest thing.
So
Honestly, I'd go 8
I-
with his color.
8.
8 for color.
So 15 points.
15 points for George W. That was pretty cool. I like actually how we're doing this. This is quick.
Yeah. So
15 points.
It doesn't look like we're siding with a genocidal maniac when this is all done.
Image 1, we got 15
I don't know
points.
yet. All right. Let's go to Hitler. Oh,
Oh no, the composition's good.
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's
So-
mostly
value range-
watercolor, right? I think
Yeah,
most
he
of the
does a
Hitler
lot of
stuff is
watercolor.
watercolor.
Why is there
Color.
2 signatures though? There's a signature
I'm
in
not
each
sure.
corner.
I don't know why that is. I pulled this off of Hitler's on the art
Is this
wiki.
actually Margaret Keen's?
You pulled this
Did he
off of
Margaret King
Hitler.com.
No, art wiki. They have an insane list of all
Landis.
this fucking shit.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want a lot of people. Once he took power and started exterminating people, he didn't want people to know he was a painter.
No, it would
You know?
show
Because
his
that's the
weak.
most embarrassing thing
Yes,
about
yeah.
his
But,
views.
But
Well,
fuck. For,
it was probably
You know,
just
I
like
will
some
get a-
personal shit. Like he didn't want to like people to think he was soft for
Yeah,
being a
that's what it
painter
was.
when he's
Exactly.
a dictator of fucking.
I'd rate
Germany.
this. Fucking
I'm very
8.
opinionated about green M&Ms, but don't let people know I'm a painter.
Would you say you'd rank this?
For composition, I rate this an 8.
I said
Same.
7.
All right.
8.
Yeah, I'd say
I'm cool with
8.
going
8.
7, 8.
I'd go 7-8 on that too.
All right, we'll call it
Because-
at 8.
Fuck. Value.
Value is at 8 or 9. I
Value
would
is
say.
up there
Same.
too.
Yeah.
That's if you
I'm gonna-
squint and
I'm gonna
look.
say
Hitler's gonna walk
7.
away with.
Yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
His
Seriously,
color
so-
though is low. I don't like
we're
how
at-
drab this is. I
Yeah.
go 4.
I mean, I like the color. I'm gonna say.
I think it's probably accurate. It's a church.
That-
It's not
that's
gonna
the
be
thing is
super
it- yeah.
colorful.
It looks dusty though.
we're comparing like 2
It's a
completely different
depression
artists right
time.
here.
Fuck.
But
This is
also-
gonna be brutal for Bush.
But also think about the times. Think about this is probably something from like Austria or Prague. Like
Sure.
that's a pretty accurate.
All right, so
color
we're going
scale.
8s across the board.
So that's a-
24
that's
points.
a 24.
Jesus
That sounds
Christ.
about right.
First Bush loses, First,
Yeah, if you
first he loses
squint and look,
Afghanistan,
it's like
and now
he-
he loses a
He didn't
battle.
win. He declared mission accomplished. You don't remember that?
First he
fucking won.
First he almost lost to a pretzel. Let's
Not
get that
true.
right.
First, he
True.
almost lost to a pretzel.
Hey, he dodged that shoe like a champ, though.
Hey, man.
Whoa, this chair just broke.
Oh no! Stand up! Stand up!
Oh my
All right,
god.
let's take a break.
Time out.
All right, we're back.
Oh, my
Nothing's
God.
different.
I grew.
Do you think that was the punishment for siding with Hitler in round 1?
That was. I can't wait for the other punishments. That
I was the one against this.
You're the one paying the price for it.
Yeah, because you were against this. You can't stop
Ooh,
what's coming.
1v1. That's 1 point for an Hitler side against G Dubs.
So
Okay.
we're
All right, what do we got?
Next
Next. All right. You got another immigrant that George W. painted.
I like how you're
Shrink.
assuming that, or is
This is from his
Okay.
exhibition. That was 43.
we can't rate this one colored.
that going on now?
Yeah, it's no, I think it's over with now, but it was going on back.
What if it's not an immigrant? It's just Don Cheadle. You know?
It's kind of,
Oh man,
thought it was an
I really like
gray.
Iron Man.
Then
Hold
I'd
on, I'm
I'd
gonna
have
do
to
a Don
rate the
Cheadle.
color view like poor because he would have a lot more gray in his hair.
A little more pepper, a little more salt and pepper.
I do like the contrast of color in this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the color in
Yeah.
this one is nice.
It's really nice.
I don't think it's
I feel
particularly
like-
well executed as a painting, but it's like it's
I would, for me, the color,
okay.
I would say is an 8.
I feel like the composition's a little bit better in this one too.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
nice side angle on the
Let's
head
go
there.
6 on composition.
Yeah,
6, 8,
Value.
so we're at 12.
value is pretty good too. It's
Yeah.
better than the last one.
Yeah.
You better
Let's go
6
7.
there.
Oh, you're going 6.
I'm gonna say an 8 across the board.
Ooh.
Give him 8s on all.
You know the next one's gonna smoke this one.
No,
I think we should
Just
go
give him a
21. I think
pity.
a good rating on this is 21.
a 21. You guys,
That's
you
a
guys
high
think that?
rating.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your opinion on how like chunky and everything it is?
I like
It's
how.
impressionistic. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's just
okay.
his style. Like
I
if
know,
you look
like,
at all
let's-
his paintings, are kind
I
of.
let's
just
thought we
don't
could talk
feel
about
like
that
the
too.
forehead is describing the light very well.
Yeah.
Like they're not moving with the shape of his head. They
Yeah.
kind of just seem. But
I like the maroon.
I
that
feel
he
like in
has.
other spots it's a little bit better about that, like the highlights on his lips and maybe like the shadow under his lips.
I really like all the tones going on in the mouth area.
I love the purple and the maroon that he has
The
put
use
in
of
there.
blue and purple is really good.
It's not like they're not vastly different tones either, but they all work
But
well
it
together.
conveys the emotion. It
That-
really like his
That nice milky gray.
his one
Milky.
thing I can like give credit to Bush on. I mean, he definitely conveys emotion in all of his portraits. Like it's definitely coming off well. For me, I don't know.
I mean, if you squint, you can make out what tones are what. It works. It works.
Well, I mean, he is a Republican, so anything other than hunting the poor for fun will convey some sort of emotion.
You're really showing your cards here, Christina.
What? I'm just saying. You just do the artist thing and squint. It
All right,
looks-
so
looks good.
what's the score for that then?
21.
We agreed at 21.
Okay.
This is Hitler's most famous piece.
Is that the Reichstag, the building that he burned down?
No, it's not.
It's something else. It starts with a V, I believe. But this is his most famous piece.
It's pretty good for what it is, you know?
I like the composition.
I did read that he was kind of like averse to having people in his paintings.
Yeah.
He was more interested
the-
in just like.
He did one of the Virgin Mary, I believe, that we're going to see at the end.
The composition actually for this one, I'm not as amused by. Like it's, I don't know. It's kind of boring. This one for me.
I feel like the contrast isn't as punchy.
yeah.
His proportions are good with the people and the trolley and then the fucking statues.
except for the guy with the cane. I feel like he's very short and squat looking.
Maybe he is Winston Churchill.
That's
Maybe.
true.
I would composition.
Maybe Hitler put his enemies in his paintings.
Maybe
just
5
to
or
make
6.
fun of them.
Unlike Stalin, who removed his from his photos.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going composition 5 on this one for me.
Value. I mean, I don't know why.
There's a lot more composition or composing going on in this one, though, because of all the elements with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
True.
feel like the composition's a bit stronger than the value
I would
scale.
feel
Yeah.
like
That's
the
true.
composition's
Like,
at
there's
like
no-
a 9, but the value's like a
What?
5.
I like the.
There's a nice range
Yeah.
of value too, though. But some
Look
of
at the
it's
little
not
statues
rendered.
in
Like
there.
some of this back here, it looks like it could be more like this, you know, like it looks
Sure.
partially
The blacks need to
unfinished.
be
in this
punched
area.
more in.
Yeah.
It's really, for some reason for me, my eyes always are drawn to that black area off to the left, like
Yeah.
that whole.
Well, that's where the most contrast
And if
is.
you
Maybe
look at
that's
it,
where
it
he
Yeah.
looks
wants
like
to
the
look.
sidewalk is also aiming
Curving.
you in the same direction.
Yeah,
too.
everything's kind of that makes it a really
Fine.
strong composition.
that
All
makes
the
me even
diagonals
higher.
of the
So I guess
building are
composition 8,
8.
yeah.
and then value 4 or 5.
Mostly because he doesn't have much of an average shadow. It seems like he's like got the blacks and
Yeah.
then more like high tones.
And then
3s
color.
4s.
What do you want to give color?
5.
4 or 5?
Say a 5.
I just want to
So,
point something out here, and
18 on this one.
I'm not trying to say historically it tracks, but it looks like he uses a lot of blue and yellow.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So does he not have a good concept of color theory? And he's just going basic, or is that
You
what
know
you're
how he
saying?
feels about blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. I'm just saying.
Fuck, are we doing a case study on Hitler's work? To
Breaking
see
down the psychology of Hitler's artwork.
Wait, what?
We are not getting political.
I'm not getting political.
not
I'm just
political.
saying he has a
He-
very he has a taste for things.
I'll get
That are-
political.
Yellow and
Hitler
blue.
was bad, guys.
he
Yeah.
was.
It's very bad, but
Just gonna say it.
how do you think Hitler felt? I can't.
you can.
I'll say that one. I mean, let's just
Well,
see
we
his
can
next
beep it
art.
out.
At
before
least,
we go in.
at least wait until we're like more than 10 minutes
All right.
in.
All right.
So are we gonna give that to the
Bush.
I think
the
Bush wins that
portrait?
round.
All right.
Bush.
Not by much, but
Oh, boy.
Is that
Is this
Dick
supposed to
Cheney?
be-
I believe this
I'm
is
gonna call bullshit because that man has never smiled.
Dick Cheney. Well, I don't think he's smiling. This
Probably
He's
after he
pushing
I mean, he
out a
shot
fart.
somebody in the face.
Yeah.
I think this is him pushing out a fart.
We were talking about this earlier, but Dick Cheney literally shot a guy in the face, and then that guy
So-
apologized to him
For looking
for
so
getting
much
shot
like
in
a
the
duck.
face.
My favorite was like about a year or two ago. He was Bush was interviewed on a late night show. Can't remember which one it was. And they asked him. They were like, "So, how did you handle the whole? He shot a guy. Like, did you ever actually have to have a conversation with him?" And he goes, "No, but anytime we ever had a foreign diplomat that was in the Oval Office and he wasn't, and then he walked in the room, he goes, I would immediately just scream duck."
Dude, George Bush is
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I feel like he would be great to smoke pot with.
I feel like he'd have
Drink a
lots of
beer.
grandpa jokes.
I would have a beer and smoke a J with GW.
Maybe
Too
paint
bad
with
he's
him.
only into cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back in his old Skull and Bones days.
Cocaine and drunk driving.
And pretzels.
I would rate this pretty high. I think this is
I
really-
would-
what?
This is
This is-
garbage. This
There's
No, it's
no
not.
contrast
There are no
in this
values.
whatsoever.
No.
What do you-
across the
because
board.
it's the subject of Dick Cheney?
No, because there's no
just that
value.
it's not as good as the other ones we looked at so far.
Fine.
The color is decent,
I
but
think this
other
is-
than that,
There's
I
no
think the
contrast.
smile-
I think this is weakest out of everyone that we've seen from him so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
maybe
it,
just
dude.
rank it a little bit lower than that
Fine.
first one.
I'm hitting that.
I'm going to
like,
say 4 across the board.
So you want to give this a 12?
Yeah.
I was going a hard 6 across, so total. So
I'm gonna go with. I like this. I'll go with Ruffs. I'll defer to Ruff.
12.
Same.
Oh, okay.
12.
We got a 12 on farting Dick Cheney.
That sounds meh.
Shooting Dick Cheney. I mean, his face also looks slightly crooked. Like he looks like he kind of had
This
a stroke
might be like
halfway through it.
an early one, you know?
Yeah. There's no like confidence in the strokes.
Yeah,
and the
it's
color
kinda
isn't
mess. It's a mess.
expressive.
Hitler.
Is this Hitler or Norman Rockwell?
Oh, this is Hitler. This is Hitler. Maybe Norman Rockwell took a few things from. Technique, bam.
I think actually
Technique.
Rockwell predates Hitler.
Oh, really?
That's why do you
20s,
think
I
Hitler
think.
hated us so much?
I could be wrong.
You and
though.
your Saturday evening
this is a-
post-Americana.
Good two photos to pit up against each other because this also is.
This is kind of not
also
great.
weak sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm willing to go. I would probably give this one to Hitler. This battle, so I'd go 5s across the board.
Yeah.
But like a
yeah, he's
slim
barely
5.
winning this one though.
Yeah.
Like I like.
Like I appreciate that he didn't outline every single brick, but then that whole tower in the background just is.
But
is
the-
it there or is it a ghost?
But the composition is nice because that tree really makes you follow it all the way up to see that faded
Well, the building is like
sure.
But
bare-
it doesn't do anything after
The
it
buil-
takes there.
the building's
Well, that's
ba-
that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
It's
It's
an
better than
underwhelming
bushes.
finish there.
the
Yeah.
building's barely there. So is this supposed to be like after he blew it up, or
No, during, no.
No.
Fucking hell.
I don't see much rubble around.
All right.
It's also in Germany. He likes to blow up other countries.
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't in
Germany got a little fucked up.
They sure
Yeah.
did, but we had the old, the Blitzkrieg
Not-
bop and the
Not during the
England.
first couple of years.
All right, so we're going 15.
Didn't the
on this
Louvre
one?
get it? Didn't we lose a shitload of dinosaur bones?
We lost
We
a
lost
lot
a
of
lot.
things.
A lot.
See, for me, I'm actually going a 16 on this, just because of the texture in that tree.
Okay, fair.
I like that tree.
The tree's nice.
Just 1 point over average.
That tree
Yeah.
makes me feel like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree feels. You know?
Ba, ma, ma.
Yeah.
Ma, ma.
So we'll say 16 on this one.
What this landscape doesn't realize is in the next decade, it's going to
Oh,
see some
yep.
shit. It's going to see some shit.
Do you think that building still exists?
No.
No.
Yeah, so he was painting like what, actively like 10 years before World War II?
Actually, he was painting. He started painting in like 1909.
Hey guys,
So-
on a side note, we're only about 15 minutes in, and we're about almost all the way through, I think.
No, we're
Question:
No,
do
we did
you
more than
think
that.
not. And I don't
that
have that much time tonight
he was kind of a psychopath and he was just taking notes on places he wanted to get rid
to
of?
fuck up.
Yeah.
And it's like,
He was
fuck
just
this
taking,
clock
like,
tower.
Detailed,
Dropping
That's
a
fair.
bomb on this one.
like the worst criticized
Like
he
you-
got on the
yeah.
painting, the worse that building got. You know.
He's just walking around, planning shit out,
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, I'm gonna make like a human death factory right here, right here."
Nothing is still bad. Nothing we said is bad at all. We're dumping. We're dunking
talking
on
history now.
Trucking
We're dunking
along.
on. We're dunking
Yeah.
on one of the worst people ever to be born in the world. So
One of?
one of. He's not. He's up there with one of the worst, but he's one of the worst.
Who do you think's the worst?
Yeah.
Put him up there with Stalin or Pol Pot.
Mao
Stalin had a higher body count.
He had a way because he just
Oh, yeah,
starved
he
his own
starved
Spent a
people.
lot of
people.
time shaming strange.
Next,
Oh, God.
That
What is
person
this?
seen some shit.
Isn't that the dude from Criminal Minds?
Another GW.
another GW.
Rossi?
Yeah, isn't that Rossi?
I don't
from
know, but
Criminal
this guy
Minds?
looks like he just shit his pants.
I like
This is great.
One. I like
Yeah.
it.
I think this is a great piece. It shows a lot of emotion and fear.
The
in
color
this
is
person's
really
eyes.
cool.
I like the weird texture in the background.
Yeah.
I just wish there
The
was a little
focus.
tiny bit more contrast on the neck.
I gotta go out there and say I love fucking George W. Bush's brushstrokes. He really like with the white. He really just he's confident in leaving them there.
Yeah.
He had a killer stroke.
Yeah.
Not as good as, Bob Dole, but
What kind of stroke are we talking about?
The one that took him out.
The long
Yeah,
strokes.
I'm aware.
No, he's talking about the long strokes, like from fucking, like from the way he fucked the
Bob
American
Dole.
people for 8 years.
Yeah, this is a guy right before the 2008 crash.
This is stress. I'd fucking go 7 across the board on this. The composition for me is tight.
I was going 9.
9.
That's
I'm
way
go-
too high for this thing.
I'm going.
I would be like a 7.5.
Okay.
I'd put it at a 5 across the
Oh
board.
come
That's just
on.
me.
Oh,
No, not 5.
this is definitely better than
Bullshit.
Cheney.
Yeah, it's better than Cheney, but not by
Look
much.
at the fucking emotion in his eyes and his cheekbones. What are you talking about? Are you looking at?
I feel like this should be memed. Somebody should make a meme
I just
out of
shit
this.
my pants.
I might go. I'd round this to a 24 overall.
I'll be solid with that. A 24 for this.
8s across the board.
Because I think the Hitler one is going to bury this.
Okay.
You wouldn't go 8. What?
7 at most.
Let's cut our losses. 22.5.
Yeah, whatever.
Fine.
That's
That
too
works.
complicated. We'll 23.
Deuce.
22.
22.
It looks like he's about ready to say, I do declare this poop is lodged.
Do you think he's watching the Twin Towers fall?
Oh. Fuck.
How dare you?
Thanks, Obama.
And that's what
Wait,
his
wait,
thought
hold
is.
on. He's like, what do you mean I gotta interrupt the little kid's book?
Yeah.
You gotta go tell George, even though he's in the middle of a classroom.
The book's upside down. He's not going to pay attention. The book's upside
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
All right. So
Yep,
here we
this
go.
was definitely an after.
This
Is that an American Red Cross?
This is.
It looks
no,
like
it's probably
it.
a hospital of some sort.
Uh-huh.
I believe that's a universal symbol.
I'm guessing this is post
I
World
like
War
this,
One.
man. This is pretty cool.
Dilapidated
Yeah, it might be post
duplexes.
World War One.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
that. He was painting
Sadly-
since 1909.
This is when he started to get the rage, my friend.
Getting mustard gas blasted in his face.
Started to realize that his own country being, shit on, even though it wasn't Germany's fault for World War One, realizes that they were the one to be blamed for everything. And when he starts to get, his own personal thoughts,
Fuck. This one is.
it's good.
Yeah, this is better than the last one.
Yeah.
So
I love how it like fades out on the side.
does.
Yeah.
I love the see-through into the other buildings in the back. I love the use of red.
This is the
You
contrast
can
that
see,
we
like,
were
the
looking
grid
for in
from
the
the
other
roof.
one.
yeah.
Fuck.
This is a
Yeah, this is
lovely.
like-
Look at the
illustration.
wash that's like that one shadow under that little window there. That looks
Yeah.
like it was just like...
Is Hitler
Like
good?
make that wet shade.
Are we
He's
saying
pretty good at watercolor, man.
He's pretty fucking
Gotta
good.
tell you.
Do you think these are plein air too? So he
Might be.
stood there and did that.
Probably.
This is a 28.
This
There's
is
even birds for scale.
This is a solid
Oh,
26 through
fuck.
27, 28. You're right. This is 26 to 28. This is
I'm going
think
to
it's-
9 across
it's
the board.
29 because those birds. Look at the
he has
birds.
a little detail in the
So
sky.
But if we're saying 29, what's the one that rounds us out as a great win?
Yeah, that's
a 10 out of 10.
I like the little bit lower. I mean, I see where Tina's coming with this, but I like
this
it.
is good.
Yeah, I was like, this one's gonna fucking fuck up the previous painting. I say why don't we go with 28? I mean,
Just the bleached sun on the one side.
Do you guys just not want to give Hitler a 10 out of 10?
We don't.
he's not that. He killed millions of people.
All right. this is-
we made trains run on time.
all right. So we're taking 1 point off for his political views. This is a 29.
29. Fuck, dude.
It's really good.
So good.
Gotta say.
God damn. Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
George W.
Is this like Mark McGuire or something?
Lead singer of Papa Roach is that one time.
This
We were hanging out in Air Force One. I was like, hey, you boys like cocaine? And they're like, yeah, it's my last resort, man.
for me, this is what my favorite piece of
Only you
George
could
W.
shoehorn
Bush.
fucking Papa Roach into this.
So I'm going to rate this high no matter what. 'cause
Even though he left the eyebrow piercing out, it's still pretty good.
I love the thickness that he layered this oil on
Yeah,
this canvas.
it's pretty fucking
That's
thick,
the
dude.
only good part
I
about
feel like
No,
he
are you
forgets
fucking
about
kidding me?
color when it gets to the forehead.
It's
There's
white.
like-
He loves white. George Bush loves white.
Are you sure you're naming the right one?
Oh, God.
Oh, the only thing missing is some blonde, right? And maybe
wrong one. Wrong one.
He does have blue eyes.
It does.
fuck. There's some blonde hair, man.
Dude, we're fucked.
Dude, this is garbage, though. Like, I
This
don't
is
like it.
this is trash.
This is like a caricature piece.
This is trash.
This is like what you would go to Disneyland and get.
This might be when he first started experimenting with like that heavy brushstroke thing, but like some of the contrast in this is just so stark.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that dude's beard
Yeah.
is way too fucking black.
This
for
is
all
like
the surrounding
this is
tones.
like
Yeah, it
painting
doesn't
class
repeat.
number 2 when you're
This is
19
a
years
drink and
old.
draw.
All right, I'll.
Yeah, this does look like a paint and sip portrait. Is what
Yeah.
it looks like.
All right, what are you gonna? But look at the
I'm
detail
giving
on
this
the
one-
eyes.
I'm giving this one a 9
Total.
total.
I'd
Fine.
say bump it up to a 10 so it's double digits.
Yeah, I'll go with a 10.
Fine, 10.
Yeah, do it.
I love how disappointed you looked for a moment and just waited.
I can't
Wow.
believe George W.
'Cause I hated
is going
this
to
one.
face the biggest defeat of his life up against Adolphus.
The dude who was often compared to back in the day. You remember
Well,
that?
now it's
Yeah.
Trump.
Mine.
I'm pretty sure I was a Bush's Hitler dude at one point when I got all wrapped up in
Oh,
conspiracy
come
theories
on.
and shit.
Next one, Ruff. Oh my God,
This could be a Bob Ross.
Is this really his?
this is really his.
This looks
Sure.
so much different.
1,000%. I took all
Do
of
you
these off
think-
of his own page.
What's
I'm
that
not a fan
dude's
of this one,
name
actually.
that was prior to Bob Ross that taught him? Because he
Thomas
was
Kincaid.
German. No,
it wasn't Tom. It was the
No, I know
other
you're
guy.
talking about- yeah.
the German guy.
I like
I
this.
forget his name.
I'm not a huge fan of this one because it reminds me too much of Thomas Kincaid versus.
Feels like, well,
Yeah, Kincaid
Don't-
with that if he didn't discover
There's
peach.
not a peach and purple.
Right.
That fucking lavender that he
It just
used in
seems like
everything.
the fog
If
is
he
rolling
actually
in.
went outside and saw what the actual colors look like. This would
Fuck.
be Thomas
Said being a
Kincaid.
drunk and lush.
Yeah.
And notice how Hitler puts the fucking two things in the back, just add more, just like he did
I was
with the
about to say,
birds.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta give
Is
him
that a
more.
sailboat? Or
There's
schooner?
There's
reflection.
It's a
There's
schooner.
reflection. I gotta give him bonus points for the goddamn reflection.
But that's the
I-
only good thing I feel like about this.
So giving him an 18. We'll go 6 across the board.
I'm gonna go like 5.
So 15. I think we should go higher. I think we
nah,
should
I'm going 14 just because the color in this one I'm not a fan of.
It's very dusty.
Yeah. So I'm going a 4, but the composition and value I'm going.
It almost looks like it's not
be. Let's go
like
with
it's
I'll
it.
give it a
oil or
6.
acrylic or something.
6
You
cross
know,
board.
18.
Yeah. I'm fine with going lower, like 17. He's going to kick the shit out of Bush no matter what, anyways.
17. 17 in this.
sure.
Fucking.
This doesn't look like
Hitler.
watercolor though.
No, I think he did do oil too.
I think.
Well, I
this
mean, it
is-
has that kind of like smoky quality to it, you know.
Yeah.
We're all gonna burn in
A lot
hell.
of
Let's just move
transparency.
on.
Well, why? Why? This is a good take on the political status or the woke
We're
status we
just
have right
looking
now.
At
It's
strictly artwork.
yeah, because it's like, oh
I-
man, R. Kelly peed on those girls, and he
Is it
fucking
too
did that
soon
shit.
for jokes about Hitler?
Like, no, it's not too
No.
soon. And then like we have this problem,
This
like
is
same thing.
just-
We can't listen to R. Kelly music anymore, or you shouldn't listen to Michael Jackson music anymore. And I'm like, well, why? Because they did fucking horrible things. Yet alone, they created an environment for millions of other people to be like, holy shit, I do have feeling towards this music. Yeah, R. Kelly was a horrible piece of shit. King of Pop, Michael Jackson was a
I
fucking
like
horrible
how you're
person.
drawing a comparison between R. Kelly and Hitler. Right?
Hitler.
No, I'm serious.
I
because-
just feel like this takes like
That was a reach, but I loved it.
no,
this just
no.
shows historically that artists back then, now, they're not great people. But this just
Throughout
happens to be the
history, they're
worst of
not.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all
I mean,
do
we
shit
did
things.
start this podcast to talk about the ratchet, so
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this, even though Hitler was a horrible fucking human being, but he might have done something in his life that was like, okay,
decent
maybe this
painter.
maybe his paintings are not that bad. Maybe we're looking at him like, all right, did Bush do 9/11? I can't answer that, but what I can
He's not
answer,
smart enough to do 9/11, dude. Come on.
Now, Dick
all
Cheney,
the
on
punk
the other
kids in my
hand,
high school would be different. Would say different.
Like, my beef with all that is like government is just grossly incompetent.
Yeah,
you know,
we're just
and
fucking
that's
idiots.
where most of this shit happens. Like, it's just fucking stupid people and fucking
Do you
doing
remember-
jobs.
What
they
What was that
shouldn't have.
joke in fucking Don't Look Up where it's like you guys are giving these people way too much credit?
Yeah, yeah,
for how
nobody's that
fucking-
smart.
They're just stupid and evil
Yeah.
and money
It's-
hungry.
I
Do
gotta
you,
go pee.
do you remember the
Keep
whole
talking.
kids in high school running for class president or treasurer? It's just a popularity contest.
Yeah, I mean, it's
nothing
the-
ever happened when they got those positions.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I don't think anybody.
I think
What?
you offended him by not diving in on that R. Kelly comparison. That's okay. Hey, Zach, you're not here right now, but I'm going to talk to you anyway.
what's your guys' opinion on R. Kelly? Should we have that discussion and stop as soon as you
I
get
think.
back?
Well, I think it's funny how people will say, "Oh, you shouldn't support this person because they said this thing." And it's like R. Kelly did all this fucking horrible shit, and people will still rock his music.
Dude,
No fucking
Chris
problem.
Brown?
Same with Michael Jackson. Chris Brown.
Brown,
He's
all
got a
these people.
single like right
People.
now. He openly kicked the shit out of fucking Rihanna and then turn around
Yeah,
and
but
won
no-
an Emmy like
He
2 years
also,
or a
in
Grammy
public-
2 years later.
See, nobody
Another
cares.
girlfriend beat her, and people have photos of it, and he's
It was-
still making music.
I thought it was even sooner than that. I thought it was like 2 weeks later.
Fuck. And Marilyn Manson has been on trial for like courting women
Since like 1993.
and, like- Yeah.
You didn't flush or wash your hands.
and he's still up for a Grammy this year.
You wanna
They
touch
ain't
my
taking
hands
that
and
shit
smell
away.
them?
Of course
Ew.
not.
No.
What is it about that though? It's like entertainers can get away with doing horrible shit more.
Because people
But as soon
think
as
that
they
their
say
jobs
something-
are so much cooler that they can just get away with shit.
Because they got money.
As soon as they say
Or is it
something
because
fucked up,
like people still like the art that they make? Like, is that part of it? Like,
Sometimes you have to separate
mean-
the artwork from the person.
I mean, we are
Yeah.
comparing right now and
Yeah.
talking and choosing. I mean,
Next.
we're kind of the R. Kelly fans right now.
Well, I mean, because
I think
Hitler
the
wasn't.
Boondocks just takes that whole
is-
R. Kelly thing to the next level, and
This
they'll
is
win.
just.
This is a self-portrait of George W.
I think this is one of his earlier
Probably
works,
never
right?
been-
No. Oh.
Looks like he's learning.
Okay, so the four of
Look
you,
at that
the more
neck.
okay, the more of the further we go down this path, the more of you like the four of you look at this like, oh my god, it's terrible. I look at this and I'm like, this is fucking good.
I don't
If
think
it wasn't
it's
the
bad.
wrinkles on the neck, then
See, compositionally,
This looks like his underpainting.
Right,
This
that's
looks
my
like
problem.
This looks like day one. It's like, okay, use like
That-
a really light wash.
That's
you
my
know,
problem.
lay
Is
in
with
some
this
color.
this one, the composition is good. The value, I
The
would say,
likeness is spot on.
right. I would say the value is nice because you got the nice bright white highlights on the
the light sources.
on the one side, on the
Fucking
side of
neck.
the lip, on the neck. That's what I'm saying. But other than that, the actual like painting quality, like getting in there and actually like, I mean, look how streaky the blue of the jacket
That's
is.
what I
It's
like
just-
about it the most. I like the fucking strokes. I like the streakiness.
But that's the thing is the other ones were actually nice and chunky and filled in the spot. This looks like he didn't have enough pigment on there and was
Yeah.
just like rubbing at it.
Like he didn't know
okay, I see
how
what
much
you're saying.
Yeah.
This had to be an early one where he's
You're
just
looking
figuring
at
shit
this
out.
like, oh, that white. It's not white paint. It's
no,
just
that's
white
the canvas.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem.
All right, yeah,
That's-
I'll agree
That's
with
what
you.
I see. That's symptomatic of like somebody learning. You
Then
know
let's
what I
give
mean?
this an
It's
8.
more-
You're right. I would be happy with that. That makes sense because I'm looking at this from a perspective of that's also brushstroke as well. He just
Yeah.
painted white down before he painted blue down.
No, and that's the thing is like with some of his work, I like that nice chunky thickness of it because that later on it gets an air of confidence with it. You know, to just get in there, put a
Fair.
couple brush strokes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
be done. Whereas this is missing way too much.
What do you think he's thinking about in this?
This is probably just one of the millions of. He's like, this is probably like day one of his painting lessons. Like, hey George, I'd like you to find a portrait of yourself. So we're gonna
I feel like
start
he's
on that.
looking- he's
and
looking-
like, oh man, I got a sweet one from that one time I was on the cover of Time magazine. Hold on.
He's looking up and wondering why there's a shoe coming at him.
I was looking at it like he's looking at Michelle Obama's ass.
That too.
Like he's like that ass is insane.
No,
He's like, hey, real nice, Barry.
no. If you notice, anytime Michelle's around, he's got a big old shit-eating grin.
and he's
Yeah,
also
'cause
like,
he
here's
is
a
not
piece of
excited.
candy.
He is not excited enough in that picture.
Yeah, I mean that'll be for another episode. But George Bush's like love affair with Michelle
Oh,
Obama.
he is obsessed.
Well, dude, look
Who
at
wouldn't? I mean,
Laura
Oh, look
Bush.
Look at that.
Laura Bush.
Sweet
Come on, man.
Dumper.
sweet dumper. He's like, look at that. He's like, he's like, Laura, what do you think?
What do I think he's
Threesome?
thinking about in this picture? Probably like, hey, wait, hey, what camera do I look at, man? They're all flashing at once. Which one do you want me?
How do you
I
feel-
Smile?
What's your brother?
How do you feel about this?
Are you guys gonna Photoshop an eagle behind me? Because that'd be awesome.
That'd be sick.
How do you feel, Obama? So, presidential wife swap. We'll do a little wife swap.
All right, we're giving this one a 9 overall.
Sounds good. Next.
Dude, he just keeps getting
All right.
worse.
This is one of Hitler's. Another one of his famous pieces.
I think this is the last one, right?
This is the
Only
last one of him.
figurative one that I've seen him do.
Fuck.
I mean, Hitler looks. I mean, the hand looks terrible.
This is also
Her
a very
hand.
pixelated image. Like it's hard to really
Yeah.
see all the detail, but
But it's still
Yeah.
fucking good. Like,
the foreshortening on the hand is a little weird.
This looks like a really good painting that they'd use for like a calendar at a deli, you know?
Or like a brochure for Jesus Christ, you know, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
That's where they got it
a
from.
calendar
free Jesus
at a deli in
at
New
a
York
deli.
City.
Yeah.
What kind of? Who would run that deli? You think it
No,
would be
they
a?
just get, they get
old
free
Greek
calendars.
guy.
I see where you're going with
you,
this.
think, you think it's a? You think it's like a delicatessen deli where they have like knishes and
Jews.
bagels?
Kosher. It's a
Okay, maybe like a
kosher
butcher shop.
A butcher shop.
Butcher shop.
Who would own that butcher shop?
that doesn't serve pork.
That doesn't serve pork. They're just carving turkeys up and chickens. They're not touching pork.
Well, they don't like pork.
Who doesn't like pork? I'm waiting for you to say it.
Jimmy's.
Jesus.
I would. The
Jesus didn't like pork. He liked fish.
pescatarians.
He was a pescatarian.
Yeah,
So
this
why
obviously
know that
smokes
one?
the last painting. So what? Like,
Fucking
Let's say-
7, 8 across the
yeah,
board.
8 across the board.
I mean, the color scheme is beautiful in this. He finds a way to use
I would
red
say-
and blue
I
really
would say
well.
22. I'm going
All right, that's fair.
just because I feel like there's not a lot of value.
I can't
But the
believe.
color
I cannot believe Bush is getting his ass handed to him.
Oh, I told you this was going to happen as soon as
You
we
don't
came
know
up
that?
with this
Yeah,
idea.
I'm still Italian.
Oh,
You
if
don't
we
have
put,
to,
if
dude.
We put them all together. I think.
I think Bush has got a shot.
Adolf.
Let's go to the next one. I think that's it, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh.
Wait,
Wait,
no, there's one more.
Oh,
We forgot.
I don't know if
about
there's
Billy
another
Zane.
Hitler Bush, though. I don't think there's another Hitler one because there was one more Bush than everything.
Lex Luthor.
I was saying Billy Zane.
This guy looks like he had a
So
stroke.
is this a bonus Bush then?
Yeah.
Jeff
Or bonus
Bezos.
Bush.
Kind of like the
is-
70s.
he-
You
Bush
get a
needs
bonus
this
Bush.
help.
Yeah, don't count this one.
But he needs
will
it.
not.
He needs it, though.
yeah.
He might
If
have
I was
a
reading
chance.
this, because the guy looks like he has a stroke and is like really disappointed with what his wife is telling him about she's cheated on him.
No. This is when he walked in and saw her cheating. That's why this.
He's like, I knew this was
is
happening.
mid-stroke.
He's like, I knew
that's
this
why
was
like
happening.
one eye is dipping. He's
like, I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen.
That oddly placed green in there is throwing me off a bit.
Why?
Like right here.
It just shows shadow.
It would have been better if it repeated somewhere.
yeah.
I feel like
It repeats in his eyes.
he tried to on the side cheek
As
there.
His left eye.
As a shadow.
That's the thing is, I
Yeah.
feel like he was trying to on the side cheek, but I think it just turned brown, like way too much
Yeah,
brown.
it's a muddier
I think-
version of that.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be green.
I think
But-
also he's going back and forth between cool and warm shadows, and it's confusing.
I don't know.
All right, so this is just a bonus one. We're not going to actually rate this one, but
But if we did 21,
fine.
18.
So this entire episode was each guy was equated 180 points because we had 6 pieces each. What do you think George Bush came out of 180?
120.
$1.10.
Say 98.
103.
None of you are close. 89.
Wow.
He didn't even
Ooh.
break 100.
Fuck, dude.
89 out of 80.
Fuck, dude.
To be fair, though, he wasn't.
fair.
He wasn't a professional painter at all, like Hitler was at one point in time before he became a genocidal maniac. So,
So what do you guys think?
mean he broke out and was pro.
So Hitler.
139.
140.
120.
135.
126.
Wow.
Wow.
Hitler
So one-
moves on.
126 to 89.
Just so we're all aware, this is something I think we're going to do once in a while on the show. Can I be safe to say that?
I think
is
this
a-
would be a good segment.
Once in a while, we'll do this, and Hitler might come back because he's
take
the
on
reigning.
somebody
He's
else.
the reigning champ right
We're
now.
gonna have a fucking March Madness bracket with all the artists on it.
yeah,
We'll get a nice wall bracket going.
that'd be cool. You know, watch somebody who just
Art
paints dicks
Damage,
move
Battle
on.
Artist, Episode 1.
Oh, man.
Adolf
I think-
Hitler versus Bush.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Didn't
who's next?
Charlie Manson draw our paint a little
He
bit?
did.
Oh, he
Little
could do
bit.
serial killers. Compare
Yeah.
serial killer artwork. That'd
No.
be fun.
Apparently,
So-
John Wayne
Gacy?
Gacy used to
No.
commission people by paying them like cigarettes and snacks to do clowns for him so he'd make more money. Selling his shit in prison
So,
as
no.
original John
So
Wayne
he was
Gacy.
Jeff-
and
wait,
he
whoa,
would
whoa,
just
So
sign
he,
them.
he was Jeff Koons then.
He was the
He
first Jeff
was.
Koons.
Yeah.
Jeff
No,
Koons
Koons it up.
learned something.
Well, no, we came up with the idea the other day. Charles Manson versus George Zimmerman.
I'm in.
Ooh.
Sold. That is brilliant. That is almost as good as this idea. Like almost as good as Hitler. So Zimmerman, the child killer.
Crazy versus crazier, and I don't know which one I'm labeling as crazier.
Zimmerman. I mean, he's just a racist. He's.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him as crazy. He's just a.
Zach.
They're both crazy.
He's not crazy. He's just racist.
It's like Cuomo. I'm not.
Hey, at
I'm
least he
not
made
a-
the transfer time. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal.
I'm not sexist. I'm just Italian.
Hey, boobity bobbity.
I don't grope women. I'm just Italian.
I speak of women.
Dude,
Please
how
don't
many boardwalk shirts do you think said that this summer?
Oh,
Like-
Probably all of
so
them.
many.
Yeah.
It'd be like it's like the tribal tattoo that everyone hated for a while. Now it's fucking. I'm not sexist. I'm just Italian.
I feel like I need to sit down here.
Oh my
So
God,
see your
man! Wait,
head.
go back up. Go.
Maybe
Do
grab
not
one
be
of the
alarmed.
chairs
There's
next
nothing
time.
different.
As if time
Hey,
wasn't
if
bad.
any viewers made it this far, be sure to comment below on what artists you'd like to see pinned up against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Maybe
we
we'll
act-
do like countries versus ever, like the best of a certain country.
Take some ideas.
Or genre.
And whoever is the 5th commenter, you'll win this bag of really shitty candy from the sushi
Leche
restaurant.
candies.
They're prickly pears.
Oh.
They're pretty good.
That's why I said shitty.
They're good.
Yeah, what if we gave away a
just
free
smell weird.
tattoo?
You'll win 3 napkins and
Who
1,
won
2,
the
Hey, I got
Terminator
some fucking
last
DVDs
week?
to hand out,
7.
man.
yeah, I got a whole fucking case.
All right, it was a short episode.
You'll win 10 prickly pears and 3 semi-used napkins.
Who won the T2?
It was Mike Gorman. He's got to come to the brewery, and we'll give it to him.
Okay.
He knows it. I've seen him at Wegmans. He's a butcher over there.
Did he have a calendar?
Wait, no. Can we trade him? He's a butcher. Can we trade him the T2 for a steak?
He already won the T2.
We're trying to get something out of my DVD, man.
What?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, just
Hey,
I know
Vegetarian is
I
trying
know
to
you
get a
won this
steak.
sweepstakes, but what do you got in return?
yeah, we
We got a sweet deal on my end.
a couple of New York strips,
Implications.
maybe some of that dry aged steaks.
Is there any head cheese hanging out back there?
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this week.
All right, peace out.
If you have any
Be a better
verses or
painter than
verses
Hitler.
to suggest,
Comment below with ideas.
If
Later.
anybody's an aspiring artist, be better than Hitler.
yeah, make better
just
choices.
Just keep in mind, he actually painted really well. Just be better than his political
have,
ideology.
Hey,
have better role models.
He did take George Bush to Auschwitz today. Okay, later.
That is insane. That comment was terrible. He did take George Bush to Auschwitz today. This episode
Tune
was
in
a
for never an episode again because we just got